Hi guys, I'm David with MediaUnlock.net. Today we're going to be talking about the AK2000 made by Feiyutech and how to balance this thing in under 2 minutes. Before we dive right in, you have two different options for mounting your camera body and lens. If you have a smaller lens like this 28mm f2, it's very small, it doesn't take up a lot of room, it's a prime lens, you're going to want to put it on the bottom right down here. If you have a longer prime lens or zoom lens, again this only holds up to 6.1 pounds, you will put it up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on and connect this lens in. And one thing I should mention is that you want the front piece, and let me get this tightened out, you want the front piece, in theory, to be right where you would do your focusing. So if you were doing manual focusing, you want that front piece in that general area. So we're going to bring this up. Boom. It's tightened down. Now we're going to slide it onto the gimbal. And again, if you have the secondary piece underneath, make sure that's pushed up because it's going to get stuck when you try to put it in. So again, I'm going to push that up because I like to keep both pieces on depending on if I need to change the lenses or not. So that's good. Now the first thing you want to do is figure out if that's too far backwards. This will of course be too far forwards. So I hold this piece right here, and I'll hold this a little bit over here as I move it so I can feel if it's going forwards or backwards. Still going forwards, still going forwards. Okay, that's still going forwards. Still a little bit forwards. So now I'm just holding just this piece right here. And you can see it's not going forwards or backwards. So then I want to tighten that down. Now this has already been kind of pre-balanced, so I'm going to throw the balance off. So what if it's hanging over here? If it's hanging way to the right or your guy's left, guess what? We just need to keep moving this till it doesn't go one way or the other. And it stays right in the middle. It's still too far to the right, too far to the left, too far to the left. Again, I'm saying my left and my right, not your guys. Too far to the right, and you just keep going back and forth till it doesn't, and it's almost there. So just a tiny, tiny. And all these do have numbers, so if you use the same lens over and over again, you can memorize the numbers. However, for me, I just do it so quick, I don't even think about it. I've done it so many times. So now this is balanced. Now things will become, if everything's out of balance, you may have to go back and rebalance this part or the back part as you're balancing stuff. So things may come off balance a little bit, but you just have to make slight changes. Again, if we push this all the way down, the idea is that this is going to stay straight up, but as you notice, it's going forwards, right? So we're going to keep pushing this up. We're going to put this like this and just keep pushing it till it doesn't go forwards or backwards. Almost there. Just a little bit more. Boom. So now we'll tighten that up. So see how that stays straight up. This again, and then let's see if we're, and now the top part of the gimbal is completely balanced. Super easy. The last part is probably the most confusing part for people. I'm going to completely put it out of whack so you guys can see. All right, so the last part, if you notice, this back piece right here is coming down, right? We want this back piece to be right behind the lens to get perfect balance. So I want to be able to hold this and get the back piece. So what happens is if the back piece, if this piece is below, when you do this to the side, if it comes underneath the camera body, that means that your lens is pushed too far forwards. That means that this piece down here is actually pushed. I guess in a manner of speaking, I'm saying it sounds confusing, but mainly what happens is the further you push this back like this, the more, so if I just pushed it back even more, it's going to come even further underneath the lens, right? So that means I actually technically need to push this piece forwards towards you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it to, like, let's say a 3 on here. And let's see where a 3 gets us. So a 3 is still not getting us there. So we need to keep pushing to a bigger number. So let's jump to 4. Again, we're pushing this piece forwards. And we're almost there. It's still a little bit under. So again, we're going to keep pushing. And we should be just about there. And now look at it. See how that's balanced? See how I can move, and it's perfectly balanced. And if you notice, again, this back piece is parallel to the screen. So now it's nice and balanced. So you can do cool stuff like this. Actually, let's go on and turn it on. Because if it's properly balanced, it makes certain maneuvers very easy. Oh, well, I guess I should hold down the power button here, guys. So it's going to, so if you want to do a maneuver like this, where we're going to side and come up like this, perfectly balanced allows for you to get into this maneuver in and out without the gimbal going wobbly all over the place. Again, guys, there will be a link at the end of the video if you are interested in checking this gimbal out and or purchasing it, because it does help Media Unlocked. But that's how you balance this thing. Super, super simple. Couldn't make it any easier. As always, guys, I'll catch you next time. This far, if you want to check out our newest video, it will be right here. If you want to check out the product, it will be down here. If you do happen to click on it and purchase it, it does give us a little bit of commission, and that helps Media Unlocked keep making these videos. And of course, guys, right down below, go on and leave a comment, hit that subscribe button, follow along. We'll catch you next time.